What up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to another FIFA 18 Team of the Season player review. Today we're looking at the blue Tots Smolov. This is a Russian striker playing in the Russian league, and he's got some awesome stats including 93 pace, 90 dribbling and 93 shooting. With those stats he is 6'2" with the high medium work rates, right footed with the average 3-star skill moves, but he does have the nice 4-star weak foot. And he really didn't cost me very much either, which is definitely a positive. So moving on into a couple of different squad options for you here today. The first one features sort of half the team as the Russian league, and then we branch off to another couple of leagues. However, this is the main squad that I was using him in. I thought I would try out a bit of a mega team. It's actually quite nice, but the strike force is Tots Kokorin. It is also prime icon Clivert, and also the 91 rated Smolov himself. Looks like a really nice team, and actually played really well. So Smolov's in-game stats, I wasn't really sure what to think, because, well, he's literally just had an 80 rated item this whole FIFA. He's not had any special items or anything, but he has received a nice plus 11, so obviously the stats are going to be relatively decent. Today I've gone with the finisher chemistry style, because, well, I didn't think we were going to do much like to try and get that agility and balance up. I mean, the agility's high, but trying to get the balance up was probably like a lost cause considering he's so tall. But hey, giving me plus 10 on the strength, also plus 13 on the long shots. Those are two stats that I really wanted to improve, because that can be the difference for a player like this, in my opinion, in making him sort of like half decent or next level. So we now move in to all of the goals that I was able to score with the Russian, and we can talk about the positives and negatives. And as always, I will start you off with the things that I didn't really like. Not anything major, to be fair, because he was like a complete and utter goal machine. I really enjoyed using him. But obviously just a couple of things to note would be that, yeah, he's only got the 3-star skills. You guys know how much that can be a bit of a turn off for you know, getting an awesome striker, and then he can't quite do the Berber spin or any of those useful chops and turns. And then balance stat was obviously like bang average. It wasn't great, but I just felt like we were never going to get it to feel good, just because, you know, he's a 6'2" striker. He's a big, tall guy. He's never really going to feel like super balanced or anything, is he? So yeah, someone that tall is likely to fall over and get knocked off the ball if in the odd situation he comes up against a really strong defender. So moving on to the positives now then, we can start with the fact that he is rapid. I didn't expect someone who was 6'2" to have 95 acceleration. So basically, it's basically perfection, getting up to speed, and then his sprint speed is 90, so that's really quick as well. Honestly, get going with this guy, and it is super difficult for a defender to catch up and stop him, because even if you're 1 or 2 steps ahead and they're catching you up, you've got this like height presence about you, and the awesome strength as well to hold off those defenders that might be coming, you know, coming straight for you and trying to take that ball off you. It's not going to go well for them, really. Now, I mentioned that his balance isn't great and that he might lose possession and fall off the ball if he is out-muscled. That doesn't happen very often because, you know, being this tall, having so much strength means that you can literally get into physical confrontation with even the strongest of centre-backs on this game, and a lot of the time come out on top, especially if you are well positioned to begin with. Now, he can act like a target man for your squad because obviously he's going to be able to jump above people, you know, get that good aerial ability going there. Front post from corners were pretty good. I think I scored 1, but we didn't really have many corners during these few clips. And then just from the goal kicks, it just gives you another outlet, which I really like. And then attacking runs, so you get this target man who's really strong and tall, but then you also get this very pacey striker who makes brilliant attacking runs off the last shoulder of the defender, which kind of like gives him that complete striker. I don't know, that's what he comes across to me as, is just like the complete striker, which is just missing the 4-star skills or above. That's basically how I would see him if I was to sum it up in a nutshell, because Honestly, I know it's quite difficult to fit a player like this into a mega squad unless you're going to use icons or the 1 or 2 team of the season players that have made it in from the Russian league in the rest of the world. Other than that, yeah, it's a little bit difficult to get him in with alongside some other really good players on this game. That's one of the biggest hindrances for a player like this for sure. But what it does mean is that, you know, when you're purchasing a player like this, if you can fit him into your squad, he is going to be an awful lot cheaper than if he was in, let's say, the Premier League, you know, a more popular league for people to build squads on. Finally, 1-2 passing is great. Like, that short passing in a 2-striker formation is going to work out really well. He dribbles with the ball nicely, even though he's not got the 4-star skills. He keeps that ball nice and close to his feet, and I can't complain about anything. I'm only talking positives when it comes to shooting, because the shot power is great, the long shots are great, the weak foot is great, the finishing is there. Honestly, a really decent striker on this game for a pretty good budget, I'm not gonna lie. So there you go, guys, bit of a Tots gem here in Team of the Season Smolov. Let me know if he's right for your ultimate team. Thanks so much for watching, I'll catch you next time. Peace.